Hey there. So, been a while since I last uploaded a video, but today is actually a fairly special video for me. I believe about more than a year ago, I uploaded a video about the M4JG stubby killer that I got like secondhand, and I just want to talk about how it's funny that I've come full circle with that uh, short barreled AEG. So I will, well, if I find the photos again, I'll put them up on screen on what it used to look like. Or, you could just look at the videos I posted about the M4 stubby killer. But the main thing about that particular AEG was that it had a Mark 12 handguard, but it was, of course, only like 4 inches long. Very strange how that exists. But anyway, so this rifle, well, this is what I would call its final evolution. Um, the reason why I built this, I had a conversation with a friend, and we were talking about building Block 2 M4s, like the whole soft mod stuff. But the problem was that I could not, for the life of me, find any Daniel Defense Mark 18s for sale online, not even available in the secondhand market. Well, even if I did check the secondhand market, the problem is that it's only like 9 inches, and I'm looking for something like the 12 or 13 5 inch because if you if you have a nine, I think it's a 10 inch, not a 9 inch. If you have the shorter Mark 18, you end up with a Mark 18 CQBR, which is not the kind of gun I'm looking to build. I mean, if I want a 10-inch AR, I already have that. Might do a video on that soon. So, because I couldn't find any Daniel Defense Mark 18s, I decided to settle with something I'm more familiar with and something that's actually available online, the Mark 12. So, I actually had to do some research online on like what kind of build the Mark 12 is used for. And as it turns out, it belongs to a family of SPRs. Well, not really a family, but like, uh, I guess for lack of a better term, a family of SPRs. But they're all called Mark 12s. This one being the Mod 1. Well, kind. It's like a Mach 1 because it's not actually completely a Mod 1 build. I will get to that in a moment. So I got myself a Mark 12 Knights Armament, clone of the Mark 12 quad rail. And we will start from the front to the rear of the gun, especially with the stock. We'll talk about that in a moment as well. And we'll just talk about the features on what the gun currently has compared to what I used to have before with the 4 inch stubby killer. So starting off with the front, I got this one off from a friend. You're gonna notice a lot of pattern. A pattern here is that a lot of the stuff I put on this rifle came from a friend, and some other stuff I bought with my own money. So muzzle brake, I forgot what rifle this muzzle brake came from, but I think it was the modify, like M4 key mod or something like that. Simple muzzle brake. Can't attach any suppressors on there unless I take it off and put like a direct thread suppressor, you know. But it does make the gun look good since the real steel or like even the actual Mark 12 airsoft rifles do use muzzle brakes. At the front, I have this flip up front sight slash gas block. This one came from an old M4S system, so I have one of these lying around. Put them on there. No need to put a low profile gas block. The bottom, this one also came from a friend. Harris bipod. It's like one of the cheaper ones. I think this is like a nylon polymer Harris bipod. Still works. You can put the legs down, adjust the length. It works. But yes, like this is what makes the Mark 12, well, the Mark 12, the clone of the Knight's Armament Mark 12 Mod 1. Since this is the quad rail version, it would classify as a Mark 1. Oh wait, no, not Mark 1, Mod 1, sorry. uh, I got this off online. Pretty expensive. Quality though is really nice. However, when I did receive the package, it did not come with the two pegs that slot in the barrel nut, because without that, you would not be able to install this thing properly. You might end up getting handguard rotation, which is something you really do not want on any AR builds. And there is quite a lot of imperfections on this handguard, and I don't really want to talk about it right now because it's just a pain during the installation of this handguard. Oh, I also did forget to mention the barrel. The barrel, from compared to my old 4-inch JG, this is now using a 17 5-inch, and the inner barrel has also been upgraded. It went from a brass to a tight bore, a 6.01 millimeter by 455 millimeters. So the inner barrel goes all the way up here to the muzzle device. Pretty accurate, and I think it would be even more accurate when I start using heavier BBs, maybe at least like 0.25 or maybe 0.28, but we'll see about that. Bottom, some Mark 12s that you see online, they use like a broomstick uh, vertical grip. I don't have one. I just found this one lying around. I don't even know what this type of grip is called, but found it laying around in my inventory, slapped it on there, works just fine. Now, upper receiver and lower receiver are based off the ENC 643. Um, Before the Mark 12, this receiver actually came with this Geisley Mark 4 handguard. It's a 10-inch handguard. So I took it off from that set, put it on there, replaced it with a Mark 12. Now, in terms of internal upgrades, aside from the barrel, I actually did replace the stock piston that was in this gearbox. I swapped it out for a ENC steel tooth piston. So, well, not just a piston body, but a new piston head as well. And it's got new O-rings, so the air seal is actually quite nice. Now, for the optic on top, this is just your simple. Let me actually fold the legs out and show you. It's just a simple Bushnell 3 power optic, 3 to 9 power. It's super basic, like really cheap optic. But for the purposes of airsoft, it works. Gets the job done. Standard A2 pistol grip. I'm not gonna change that. Uh, you know, I'll keep it as is. Of course, you know, accepts any Stanag, D-Mags, whatever. The buffer tube. Yeah, if I remember correctly from the old video, the old JG Stubby Killer used like an old, what was it? An X Power buffer tube. Yes, a red X Power buffer tube, which looks absolutely horrible. especially it's bright and red and it looks really bad. So thankfully, I had a friend who I was able to trade buffer tubes with, and he gave me this one. And he said this thing came from 416, so crazy. So it's black, makes the gun look a lot more nicer. Well, the only thing that doesn't make the look the only thing that doesn't make the gun look nice is this B5 stock. Yeah, came from a friend. When he bought a Mark 8, he bought his Mark 8 Geisley AR-15. It came with a B5 stock. He didn't like it. He swapped it out for a CTR, and he gave this one to me. And I said, well, if I'm building a Mod 1, might as well throw it on there just to finish the look. So, what else did I forget to mention? Oh yeah, the spring. I did forget the spring. The spring in the gearbox is actually it went from stock to being swapped out for an Element Airsoft M135 spring, which has a theoretical FPS of I believe 420 to 450. That's what the website says, at least. Though I have yet to chrono this thing, so I still do not know what its actual FPS is. Could be higher, because the old gun only shot at like 280. This one, when it was still the Geisley Mark 4, it shot at around 310 FPS. So hopefully I am shooting upwards to 400 FPS with this thing. If not, I'm going to have to open the gearbox and do something about it. Overall, I'm very happy with the way this build turned out. I will field this soon. I will have a game, I believe, on December with a friend of mine, and it's going to be the first time I, go out with a long gun like this. And let's see here. Oh, I will be adding a few more attachments to this rifle, mainly a flashlight and an RMR, like canted RMR, somewhere around the rear of the upper receiver, so that I can have a backup, like a backup optic. So, yep, it's I'm pretty proud of this build. While it may not be completely a mod 1, because I don't have a Douglas barrel and I do not have an Allen Engineering muzzle device or muzzle brake, nor do I have the OpsCore. I think it was called the OpsCore suppressor. So I will try to compensate it for something else, maybe like a Surefire SOCOM or a Knight's Armament quick detach suppressor. So yep, that's all we have for today. It is just a little vlog about the update on my rifle here, and I think the next video I'm gonna do, it's gonna come down to probably the review of the Mark IV pistol, or the how to build the gearbox video. So we'll see. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.